What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be taking a look at the G.I. Joe classified Cobra Night Creeper. Here we got him in his new packaging. I like it. We got the window. You can see all his different accessories. Alternate head, which is going to be awesome. Side artwork. Back. Other side. And there's the front. Let's get him open. Check it out. So here is the Cobra Night Creeper with all of his accessories out of the box. And we got his backpack, which looks really nice. It has the arrows on it. You can see a nice rope sculpt on there. Really cool. And just a really nice sculpt. It's got a lot of details in there. Unfortunately, there's no paint to bring it out. Everything is just molded in one color. And it's a really nice sculpt, so that's a little bit of a shame. We got his crossbow. Looks really nice also, but also molded in just a straight black. It has details in there also, but I think they kind of get lost without a little bit of paint. He's got another set of hands. He's got trigger finger hands on him already, but he's got this shuriken throwing hand. His little throwing star. And then we've got this. I don't know what you call it. I call it knife hand. Open palm hand. Pretty cool. You can do a lot of different poses with this. I actually like this. I'm glad they gave us extra hands. You know, I like to get extra hands or heads. We've got these little short knives. We've got two of them with no paint on them either. We've got this sword here with a little bit of a curved handle. A nice silver on there, on the blade. It looks really good. Nice wavy. Feels pretty sturdy. And his second sword is really awesome. Got these little razor blades on it. Looks really cool. And it's got this greenish, I don't even know what to call that. Like a really light green, maybe even yellowish. That's really cool. He's got an arrow for his crossbow, and we've got the alternate head. Really cool. Got the nice red on the visor and a different shade of this maroon on there, a darker maroon. Look at that detail on the top. Pretty cool. Looks really nice. And then, of course, we've got him himself. So the Night Creeper himself looks really cool. He's got nice different paint everywhere. Just a really good variation. So you've got silver on his head, a really nice silver, on his visor, on his armor, his chest plates, on his buckle. And that's really cool. We've got this like bandana that goes around his headpiece. His armor's got this black outline. Got these shoulder pauldrons that are pretty cool how they work. Looks like the arm peg just goes straight through another piece, and that's what's holding that in place so that it'll rotate with your arms. Really cool. You've got this like tiger looking camo, but of course in like the pinkish maroonish colors and the gray. It's really different. It's really stand out, this whole design and the colors. Then you've got this maroon on the legs, on his armor, and then that darker red for his feet. But those colors are just all over the place, different, just placed all over in different areas. Really cool. Again, very standout. So for articulation, he can move his head left to right. Does that okay. He doesn't look down very far. I can't really say that it's part of his head, the hood. Just not really getting much out of it. And you can't look up as far either. Now that's probably because of this right here. So that's a little disappointing. You can't even tilt side to side. And I guess it is just the sculpt in there. I would have liked a little more movement out of that head. So we got T-pose. You got butterfly joints. Work pretty good. These shoulder pauldrons, again, they kind of plug into the, I believe the shoulder peg goes through them and then into the body. And that's what's letting them free flow, so it doesn't really hinder articulation. T-pose is pretty okay. You got the upper bicep cut. You've got a double jointed pinless elbows. You got the wrist. And these two have vertical hinges. The open palm hand has a horizontal. And then the throwing star has a horizontal also. So they mixed it up for both of them. You got a diaphragm cut that doesn't really go forward that much. That's a little disappointing. I like getting the most out of the ab crunch, but I think the top part of this sculpt is actually hitting down here. And then it goes back pretty good. That's really well. And it's got, I think that's a ball waist, but it is pretty stiff, or it's not moving very well at all. So for the waist, you can move it around. It's just, you really got to put some force into it. And I don't know what kind of damage I'm doing underneath by doing that, But that really doesn't want to move at all. Maybe I can loosen it up over time. You got the hip articulation. Legs go forward that far. Go back to neutral. Upper thigh cut. Double jointed pinless knees. Boot cut. And hinge and pivot for the ankle. So some really nice articulation. Well, I'll say good articulation. It's got good articulation. I wish there was a little bit more out of here. Out of the head, for one, and then out of the waist and the ab. It's not going to stop me from doing what I want to do pose-wise. I just wish it was a little bit easier, I guess, to get into some of these poses. Like if I could bring that forward just a little bit more, I think that would be a nice look. But if you look at that body, it's pretty straight. So I can't even get them. Like if I gotta force them into that crunch, into that C. But you can go back. But I mean, then it just looks like he's getting beat up or something. I don't know, so good articulation. Wish it was just a little bit better in there. But still, you're able to do what you need to do. Legs go out way far. Drop down hips, of course. Let's get his accessories on him. Look at him like that. So here we got the backpack two sword holders, one on each side. I don't think it matters which one goes where. Your choice. They've got these little grooves in there in each sword, and these little holders actually have a slight hook that kind of connects into them that go into there. And then this is going to be the right side up with the stack on top. Now, this got a little bit tricky at first. So these two pegs here, this weird looking thing, here, like it holds the, I'm sorry, I got these upside down. So these two pegs here hold the crossbow. You look at them and you're kind of like, where do they go? On the crossbow, they have these two little triangle parts up here. And they will actually plug in to the back here. Took me a second to find them. Just like that. So really cool. That's his pack with everything on it. I guess you could put the arrow in there if you wanted to. In fact, let me try that. So arrow kind of plugs in. That connects in. Swords also connect. Pretty cool. Got everything on him. Two little daggers. The pack plugs in. And there you go. There is your Night Creeper. Minus the other head sculpt and the other hands. He looks really cool. From the side. I like how it holds everything. So here's the Night Creeper with two different looks. So we got his standard head, the one that I most associate with this look. Then you've got this head that I associate with his Ninja Force outfit. So you got the two swords in this hand, and then in this version, I have him holding his throwing star, and then with his open palm also. Here are the Night Creepers next to a Red Ninja and Storm Shadow. And you remove that hood from Storm Shadow, and they're actually all about the same height. Here they are next to the Techno Viper and the Cobra Infantry, and they are all actually about the same height also. Here they are next to one of my favorite figures in the classified line, the Range Viper. I think he's so awesome. And next to another really awesome figure, the Crimson Alley Viper, which the Range Viper is just a little bit taller than them, and the Alley Viper is taller than all of them. So overall, I think they're really good figures. I think they're really awesome army builders. I do plan on getting maybe a couple more. Maybe a couple to have this helmet and a couple to wear that helmet. I think that the paint they used and the style, everything, the color choices look really good. I like the red in the visor, but I love the silver also. only thing I think that I really had a complaint on was probably just that ab articulation. I wish it kind of bent just a little bit more far forward. I don't know if there's anything I can do to kind of help that out. I think it's the sculpt that's actually stopping it, but they still look really well, and you know, they look really good, and I can work with it. I just wish that it moved just a little bit better. Other than that, I mean, I think these guys are pretty awesome. I'm gonna enjoy building them out. Grab a couple more, and you know, with the rest of these builders, I mean, that's really awesome. They're gonna look really cool on the shelf, and you know, who doesn't like army building? And here goes another one. So really cool, a lot of fun, and I can't wait to see if they use this for the, you know, Ninja Force. Is that going to be coming soon since they have that head sculpt now? Who knows? But yeah, that's going to be it for this review, and I hope you guys saw everything you needed to, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.